All right. Thanks for having me. I'm very happy to be here and glad that you chose to spend a few minutes with me. I'm here to talk about HotelTonight and our use of artificial intelligence to redefine travel for the mobile era. So I'm Sam MacDonnell. I'm the CTO at HotelTonight. I've been the CTO for the past 4 years. The company's 6 years old. Prior to HotelTonight, I have worked at Adobe and Autodesk, building graphics platforms for both mobile and desktop systems. And the last 4 years have been particularly special working with HotelTonight because of the motivated team that we have that's determined to redefine mobile travel. So, HotelTonight, just to give you a quick overview of the company and the problems we're facing. We're the market leader in last-minute mobile bookings. For the past 6 years, we have been growing rapidly across North America and Europe. We have offices in London, Paris, and in Berlin, right here. So, very happy to be here today. So, travel has had a an interesting history, and it's been redefined a few times. Early on, as was being described earlier, we had travel agents. You'd talk to a human, and they would just tell you what the best possible trip would be. And you had to trust them that they were giving you the best advice. And then it came to a point where information became democratized, through booking platforms online where you could find and discover the trips yourself, find the prices that fit you, and you could book your own travel. And now we're in the age of mobile, where all of the information is still at your fingertips, but the expectation of users has changed drastically. Users want to find exactly what they want, and they want to find it quickly, and they want to book it, and they want to move on. Their context becomes incredibly relevant. And so HotelTonight has this really great combination of being a last-minute mobile experience where we're bringing travelers in their context to hotels that have perishable inventory that they want to sell and offload at great deals. And so we've created a marketplace where we have intense competition between hotels to give you the best prices. And we've done that being a mobile-only company. You could only book on mobile. You have to download the app. I'm telling you, you have to download the app. Everyone. We are very good at mobile, and our app is incredibly simple, and you can book a hotel room in 10 seconds. And we're very proud of that. And I think that's important because ultimately, man or machine, experience matters the most. And so, getting mobile right is hard, and a lot of the big other travel companies haven't really nailed it. And we've been perfecting this over the past 6 years, and it really comes down to simplifying, just constant, rigorous simplification, just trying to add more capabilities, being more contextually relevant, but at the same time, making things simpler and easier for the user. Here's an example of HotelTonight versus some of our competition. You could see ours is much simpler, and we like that. And so as we've been exploring how to make travel easier on mobile, we've looked at UI-less interfaces. So this new age of chat-based interfaces and kind of removing the UI and just having it just go through text and try to bring a transaction to fruition. And what we found is that it's just not ready. And I'm going to go into that a little later. But right now, I'm going to talk about how we started with AI, making our partners and our customers' lives easier through artificial intelligence, and kind of veering away from chatbots and really getting into meaningful improvements with machine learning. And so what we found is that we had some real problems to solve in our marketplace. Getting hotels to compete against one another is actually a pretty new thing. Hotels have been competing against each other in opaque situations where users can't see what they're going to book. But on HotelTonight, we could show everything. Hotels trusted us to get their inventory out there and we merchandise it in amazing ways. And the problem for hotels is that they have all this inventory. 2/3 of hotel rooms are unsold. And so they need to offload it, and they need to do it on HotelTonight, and they have other channels as well. And what we are getting to is hotels, as a revenue manager or someone trying to unload inventory, they basically have to figure out, how do I unload my last 30 rooms? I have all these different options. Some work better than others, but I also don't want to oversell, and I don't want to undersell. I really want to know how to price my inventory right to sell out. And so that was our challenge. Our challenge was, how do we tell hotels exactly what price to set to sell out their remaining inventory? So we had been on a road to AI. We had been operationalizing our data for the past few years. We felt this was the time to use our platform to solve this particular problem. And the team felt they could do it and felt they could do it pretty quickly. And so, just to give a little context of where we came from, this is this very simple thing called the leaderboard. Hotels really like the leaderboard because it gives them some market intelligence. It shows them how their deals are ranking to other hotels. But it doesn't tell them necessarily how much they're going to sell. How many rooms are they going to move? It just gives them relative ranking. And so this didn't solve our problem of telling them exactly how many rooms they're going to sell. And so we basically stated, if you're a hotel, you have X number of rooms left, you price it at this, we want to tell you exactly how many rooms you'll move. And so we pitched this to hotel partners, and we said, hey, what if we can do this? And hotel partners looked at us and said, are you serious? It sounds like you're going to build a crystal ball. It sounds like that's magic. And we said, well, we think we can do it. And they said, if you can do that, we will use it. And so with that amazing validation, we decided, let's build it. And we came up with a strategy of trying to predict bookings at a market level, and then next at a hotel level. And so the market level problem was pretty simple. It was basic data science, basic machine learning. We got to decent results very quickly. But what we quickly found is that 90% accuracy wasn't good enough, because we knew that we had to predict at the market level and then distribute those predictions down to hotels. So it was very important to get the market level predictions very accurate. So what we found is that we need to localize the models. And that means just having them much more focused on a smaller problem set and a smaller data set. And so we focused at the market level and day of week level. And we had models for every day of week for every market. And so then we found that we had hundreds of models. So then the problem becomes infrastructure and logistics versus data science. And the team ended up building out an entire platform for training these models, managing them, monitoring their health, and being able to fix them and redeploy them. And ultimately, through that system, in the course of maybe a few weeks, they were able to actually get incredible performance at the market level. With that, we moved on to hotel-level predictions, and here, the problem was less about infrastructure and more about data science. It was more about really getting the right models in place, figuring out which attributes would provide the best performance, which models would provide the best performance. And so the team labored over the models and iterated until they could find the attributes and the performance characteristics that we really needed. And ultimately, the team achieved 90% accuracy at a hotel level within 3 days of booking. And so that's incredible. For a hotel, 3 days in advance, we can actually tell them how many rooms they're going to sell. We can say your price too low, your price too high. We could say load more rooms. We could say, well, that's pretty much it. But ultimately, we were able to get hotels to reduce prices 25% more. And that's incredible. And that's one thing that we found consistently with machine learning and deploying it across our products and services is double-digit lift on our core metrics. So back to chatbots, back to the UI-less interfaces. We still want to book in 10 seconds. That's our goal. And what we found with chatbots and messaging interfaces, it's just cumbersome. We want to be able to direct our users to the right hotels, show them the beautiful properties that they can stay at, and have them book instantly. And chatbots for us just haven't hit that mark. But in saying that, chat is a wonderful interface for mobile. It's a great communication mechanism, and we have used it for our in-app concierge service called HT Pros, where we have real humans manning our chat service and providing amazing service. And it's that human factor that really has made the difference with this service and caused users to come back again and again to book. And so, while we like chat, we love experience. And experience is all that really matters to us. And so man or machine, it's the experience that we want, and we want to have an amazing experience. And so AI has been a path to an amazing experience for us, simple booking, and we are on our path to being the best mobile booking app in the world. Thank you very much. Questions?
Any questions for Sam?
Does anyone just want to use the chat box? Because that thing is cool.
Hello.
Hi.
My question was, you had an example of Chatbot Hall of Shame.
Yes.
And the first problem you brought up is that it's a bit too slow compared to just filling out a form.
Yes.
But it works well in a mobile context.
It does.
Yeah. So my question is, besides speed, what are the other things that a chatbot does really poorly in compared to a human in that sense?
I think mostly it's about getting the context right. And it's really just about the accuracy of understanding what's being asked for and then in what context. And I do think there's a huge potential once the kind of artificial intelligence on the back end can actually figure out the right context and steer on the right path. For booking hotel rooms, it's filling out forms is very tough. We know that. And then, being able to really find kind of the right deal and show, you can't do comparison shopping at the most basic level in a chat interface efficiently. We go for 3 taps and a swipe to book, and our experiments with chat interfaces have been, on the order of 100 taps. I mean, it's a lot.